Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm also going to talk about a few other things that are going on as well. Breaking: MoonPay and Ripple have donated $50,000 of RLUSD to the Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation in support to fight the fires across LA. There's a lot of talk about these fires right now, and a lot of people have mixed feelings about it. Like I saw this earlier today. LA set to become a smart city by 2028. As announced December of 2020, LA has been actively planning and strategizing on becoming a smart city in time for the Olympics set to take place in LA in 2028. Smart cities are absolutely coming. They're a real thing. And a lot of people don't even realize they're getting built in the United States. What they're doing right now is they're changing roads. Like all of a sudden you see construction start and they build a new road. But that road cuts off an exit route out of the town. And there's been a lot of talk about this over time. This is also part of the Great Reset agenda. I want to see where this goes from here. Yes, in the short term to medium term, stablecoins and CBDCs are set to become important components of a diverse retail payments landscape. CBDCs are not going away. In fact, they're going mainstream now. 2025 Payment Trends Report confirms that CBDCs and stablecoins are starting to enter the mainstream. This is happening now. There's even been announcements from other countries that are saying their CBDC is set to be live by the end of this year. The US is also going to go in this direction. I think the US is going to have a digital dollar. The good thing is, Trump is also going to want to keep cash around. Other countries are working on parallel systems as well. I'll talk about that in a minute. And here is the BIS, Bank of International Settlement. At some point in time, we need to throw the whole system away and start over. When they say that, they're talking about resetting the entire system. And a reset is definitely coming. You knew it was coming for years. This has been nothing new. It's just, is it going to happen in 2025? Or is it going to happen later? Plague tactic for economic resets are common throughout history. And in our time frame, we've seen SARS outbreak, H1N1, West African Ebola epidemic. COVID-19 was most likely the biggest one because that was a global event. And take a listen to this right here. In 1 minute and 35 seconds, they sum up the plan for you easily.
I know you were very vocal during the COVID lockdowns. Did you see that as trying to control people and take away as many freedoms from humanity as they were allowed to get away with? Or did you see that as a real medical threat, or both?
So I saw that totally as part of doing the going direct reset. So the central bankers met on August 2019. So every 80 to 120 years since the central banking warfare model has been instituted, for 500 years, every 80 to 120 years, we have a reset. And so we basically, the central bankers met and reviewed the going direct reset plan on August 2019. They went back to everybody went back to Washington and Wall Street, and they started to implement it that September, starting in the repo market. And essentially, I saw the entire COVID pandemic as simply part of the operation of implementing the going direct reset. If you go back through history, this is not the first time plague laws have been used to engineer a reset. It's very typical. So, because if I come and I say, look, I'm going to lock you down and take your stuff, you're going to have a problem with that. But if I say, oh, there's a magic virus that's going to kill you and I have to protect you, you have to stay in your house. It's much easier to sell the reset with plague laws than it is with reality.
I think she's 100% on track with that. And I think that was all one major plan. And I think we're so close to the new digital financial system. I even think Trump came back in 2025 to lead us into the digital age and lead us through the reset. There was no way Biden was going to get people to go along with the digital transformation. Trump, he could sell it a lot better than Biden, but I still think Trump is going to keep cash around. The digital euro has two types of money infrastructure: bank transfer money and peer-to-peer cash. Bank transfer money like interbank settlements, and then there's peer-to-peer like anchors, POS, me to you. What does this sound like to you? Like I said, in Europe, they're coming up with a parallel system. The ECB has talked about that in the past. The BIS talked about that in the past. Even the World Economic Forum said there's going to be parallel money systems. Now, I think we're going to have digital money and cash, and later maybe we have digital money, cash, and a crypto system that people would pay in crypto, because nobody's going to want to take their XRP to central bank digital currency. You're holding the train that's going to run on the rails. You're holding the bridge that's going to bridge central bank digital money. And even if you're rich, you can keep off of the central bank digital currency system because you're holding something that is so much more valuable. Do you think rich people are going to have their money shut off? Do you think rich people are going to have their transactions tracked? Absolutely not. And I think we're going to watch parallel systems emerge from this. And if you're on government money, most likely they will just move you over to the universal basic income system once AI is taking your job. But if you're holding something like XRP or XLM or XDC, these ISO cryptocurrencies, I think they were compliant for a reason, and they're going to run on a parallel system to CBDC, moving CBDC from point A to point B. Position for a historical crash. Everybody's talking about the crash of 2025. Is Trump going to lead us through the crash? Is he going to prevent the crash by pushing the crypto and innovation agenda? Everybody's talking about currency wars, trade wars that are coming. We really don't know yet. But I know all the problems we had back in 2024 are still around. That liquidity crisis can show up at any time in the banking system. That most likely would be the crash that brings down the traditional system. What fixes the traditional system? XRP. It even works with fiat. We don't even need a central bank digital currency if we utilize XRP and on-demand liquidity. It would not only fix the banking system, it can fix the US economy very fast. That's why this whole idea of a Bitcoin reserve is bullshit to me. You want to fix the system, you want to make the US dollar stronger. All you need is XRP. Fire discussion. BlackRock is trying to get out of real estate and they're selling properties at a loss. Now I'm going to play this clip for you. And I know a lot of you said, I'm going to cash out my XRP and I'm going to buy a house. I've heard multiple people say that. And I told you a while back, XRP is going to be skyrocketing in price as the real estate bubble pops. Take a listen to this.
I think so. I mean, look at Warren Buffett. I mean, he's been dumping shares and liquidating, and a bunch of other big investors have been dumping real estate, and BlackRock's trying to get out of real estate. They own like half of America's real estate, and they're selling properties at a loss. I think they see the end is coming, and nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to spark the awareness because those big players, I think they're just covering it all up. I think the market is on the verge of a huge collapse. It'll be really good for gold and silver once it has that pullback and
It'll also be really good for crypto, in my opinion.
reset. But yeah, I think you're right. There's all kinds of ways to look at this market. I'm just showing you just the simple technical analysis, but there's a lot of layers, fundamental, economic, all kinds of stuff breaking down as well that support all this. What would be
So like I said in previous videos, even last year, and most likely even the year before, I said you treat everything in life the way you treat crypto. You buy the bottom and you sell the top. You might get a chance to buy the bottom of the real estate market because that crash looks like it's coming. I said it's going to be a domino effect. It's going to start in commercial real estate. Then it's going to take down residential real estate. The banking system can also be collapsing out at the same time as crypto is skyrocketing in price. Kenya to legalize Bitcoin and other crypto. You know, we're going to see more of these announcements because everybody wants to jump on the crypto bandwagon now. Everybody wants their country to become a massive crypto hub. They don't want to be left behind. We're in the middle of a major revolution. We are in the middle of the fourth industrial revolution, and everybody wants to capitalize on it. You're going to capitalize on it as an XRP investor. Anyone outside of crypto is going to miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's here now. You got to take advantage of it. You got to get financial freedom from it. This comes from Wrath of Conman. Ripple partner Lehman Way has launched online onboarding to speed customer involvement. Lehman Way focuses on EUR to EUR transactions and uses NEOMS, another Ripple partner, global money network, elsewhere. Everywhere you look, there's Ripple rails inside all these countries. And if those rails aren't set up by Ripple directly, they're always partners of Ripple. Wait until XRP is running on those rails. Ripple partner Onafreak, an ODL user, already uses stablecoins elsewhere, both USD and EUR stablecoins. Hopefully they have incentive to use RLUSD in their large network, as well as XRP. I think there's a good chance of that happening because of this video clip right here. Take a listen.
Of relevant networks outside of Africa, the other one was Ripple. And it was important that we pick carefully, not what is shiny necessarily or hype today, but what will be there in 10 years, who is putting in the work to be relevant not just today, but for the next 100 years.
They went with Ripple because they're going to be relevant in the next 100 years. And that comes from Onafreak directly. So most likely they will utilize RLUSD and XRP as well. But the reason I wanted to do this video is because we still have all those looming problems from 2024 and 2023. They're going into this year. And those problems aren't just going to go away. I still think a major crash is coming. I think we're on the verge of a reset happening. And I think Trump is back to lead us into the digital age and lead us through the reset. That's what I think is happening. I think everything that we saw happen over the last 4 years led up to where we are right now. You know, the economy is in shambles. Inflation has not slowed down. We're still in a massive amount of debt. The debt is not going away anytime soon. But if you want to fix all of these problems, it can be done through crypto and innovation. Certain cryptocurrencies, utility-driven cryptocurrencies, and even ISO going live this year all plays into the narrative. We're going to watch the digital transformation happen in real time. And at the same time, we are going to get very rich from it as long as you don't sell too soon, as long as you stay invested until XRP hits those high price points. And even when they talk about parallel systems, I still believe XRP holders, crypto holders, utility-driven cryptocurrency holders are going to be transacting away from the CBDC system because you are invested in what the elites are invested in, what they see as the future. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.